Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm back finally. I have been really busy and I've been traveling and I've been all over the place for the past couple of weeks, so I'm really glad to be back here making my first video of the year for YouTube. As you can see, we are in a new area. This is part of my closet and I have like a whole new setup and everything like that I got for Christmas, and I'm really happy about it. So I hope you guys like it. So since we're starting a new year, and I hope I'm not too late for this, but I'm going to be giving you a tour of my new agenda. So this is the agenda that I have now. This is the Louis Vuitton MM agenda cover in Damier Ebene. I bought this on Fashionphile, I would say in maybe October. So I'll be honest, I'm not part of the agenda or the planner society or whatever, those message boards and groups and everything like that. I'm not obsessed with them the way a lot of people are, but I do really like what this has to offer. I only started using agendas last year. I bought my first one in May, and honestly I don't know how I live my life without it. This is what I'm switching out from. This I got from Anthropologie, I believe in like April or May of last year, and it was maybe $30, and it's a cover with a notebook. It says perfectly disorganized here in the bottom. I hope that's picking that up. You see? Yep, with little gold buttons, and I carry this with me everywhere. What's interesting though is that this is about the size of the GM agenda, and I now have downsized to the MM. And you can see, I don't know if this is exact, but I feel like this is they're about the difference between a GM and an MM. You can see that. I'm going to lay everything out for you in a second. I'm just really quickly going to show you what I've transitioned from. This is just a hold on. This is just an agenda cover made of like a faux leather. Nothing special, nothing fancy, but it definitely gets the job done. And it comes out right here, but I never took it out. I decided to downsize because carrying this giant thing inside of my bag a lot of the time was too big for me to carry day to day. The MM works out a lot better and it takes up a lot less space. I'm still getting used to it for sure, but I really am liking the portability of the Louis Vuitton MM. So this is a fill in the blanks. Everything else that I have now is dated. So I stopped using this in December and I started using it in May. So I think I may have bought it in April. I think I'm gonna go to a blank month here. This is just as a comparison to show you what I'm used to. So you just write in the month, and then it has the calendar that you fill in every month. I hope you can see that. Sorry if I'm still getting used to this camera. And then it is a lined week on 2 pages. And I like to end on Saturday and Sunday because that is how the week works for me. And yeah, that really was it. But using this because I have my social life, obviously, my traveling, I have 2 jobs, and I always have orders going out. I have just all kinds of stuff going on, and I really don't know how I did any of that without an agenda. So this year I decided to treat myself to my new one, and I am loving it. So I purchased this in October. I purchased this in October with plans to start using it in January. I started using it pretty much at the end of December, I think. So the problem that I was having with the other agenda, I was always carrying a notebook with me as well, and it also just had a few things that I wanted to add to it. I really wanted to only carry one notebook, and since this is 100% customizable, you really are only buying a shell. This is perfect because I now have like dividers, I have notebook paper, and you'll see all of that in a second. So this video may not be like a lot of other agenda tours, simply because I'm not really big into stickers and illustrations and all that. I just really am using this for organization. So I think I'm going to film this from a different angle. I'm going to get started on my Louis Vuitton agenda tour. Here we have the Louis Vuitton Damier Ebene agenda in the MM size, that is the medium. The exact dimensions are 5.5 by 7.1 inches here, and it's also the same size as a personal Filofax. So it has the nice checkered pattern here and says Louis Vuitton Paris right there. There's one continuous piece of canvas, and also says Louis Vuitton right here. It has a gold button snap closure, and this is what it looks like. The interior is made of textured calfskin, in the dark brown color. Personally, the damier ebene pattern is my very favorite, so when picking an agenda, it was absolutely imperative to me that I have it in the damier ebene. So this is the interior of the agenda. The agenda opens up like this. You just push the two snaps and it opens up, and then you close it by pushing the rings together. Obviously they're 100% customizable. A lot of people decide instead to get the Louis Vuitton inserts, but I think the whole purpose of having a agenda that you have to personalize is personalizing it 100% to your specifications. So I decided to do that. Right here there is a Louis Vuitton Paris Made in France stamp. There are, I think, about 6 or so credit card slots here, and then a pocket as well. I like to keep my little post-its right here, just in case I need to write anything out. So I was really into marble this year, so I decided to go for it, and I just get really obsessed with patterns for about a year at a time, and what a perfect way to utilize that in an agenda that you're only going to use for a year. This is my dashboard that says don't be afraid to pave your own path. Both of these were purchased from SESSAVEE. I really liked SESSAVEE and everything that I bought from them. The paperweight is excellent. I love the design, and I definitely will be shopping there again. Not to mention their prices, her prices are fantastic. Also, I just like to use a normal mechanical pencil instead of one of those, really pretty gold pens, simply because I end up canceling and rescheduling and moving stuff around in my agenda all the time. So to write it in pen is a little bit too much commitment for me. So this is the beginning of my schedule. So this is the master plan, and on the next page is the calendar for 2017 and 2018. So next we have the special dates of the year that you just compile all together. I don't really use it, I don't really end up using it that much because I end up putting it on the actual month pages. But it also is very good to have. It's a good place to put birthdays. I have a couple birthdays right here that I'm covering up for the sake of their privacy. Here are, and obviously all this is marble print. That's part of the theme that I wanted to do for my agenda. So this is the master list for 2017. There is one of these pages for every month. So here is the January starting page. It has January 2017. It says SESSAVEE on it. This is a quote right here that I don't really have to read it to you, but all of the different months have a quote on them. Next, I'm going to show you, I have all of my months divided by month. So I have one divider here for this is February right here, and the next flap is March, and I only have it in up until April because that's plenty of advanced time ahead for me, and also if I need to make any notes, I will put them in the previous pages for later in the year. But as far as keeping an entire schedule for 8 months in advance and carrying it around, it just doesn't seem very efficient, which was another reason why I opted to get this instead of the agenda that I used before. There really isn't any sense in keeping any old week schedules and carrying them around all the time. That kind of stuff you leave at home and check later. As the months go by, I will be taking them out of this agenda and filing them away. And all of these dividers I got from Etsy. They were, I think, a pack of 2. These are 2 different packs. These are 2 different packs of dividers. I got these black ones, the ones with the black tabs. There was one that is, this one's striped, and then this is marble. As you know, it goes with the rest of my paper. And then there's, what else? A glitter one, and this is where I keep my YouTube ideas. And the last one is just polka dots. These gold glitter ones are just a little gold glitter tab with a white background, and it is double-sided laminated. So those dividers came from Minted Sugar on Etsy. I will leave a link to all of the different places that I bought from below. And this is one of my favorite things. I found this on LB's channel, and I really loved it. It's just a gold bookmark that says today on it, and I keep it on the day of the week. And it's absolutely perfect. It makes you say today instead of today, you know? This I am going to cut holes in so I don't have to, unbind it just to change the week, but that I haven't done yet, obviously, but I really, really like this. It's really cute. And this one came from My Paper Love Studio. Like I said, links for everything will be down below. So now I'm going to go through the different pages of the monthly dividers from SESSAVEE. This is March 2017. I'm just doing one that I haven't done yet. So this is the calendar. I have one deadline on this day, but that's all of it. It is, so up here is the previous month and the following month, and then it also has the different holidays. For example, Daylight Savings Time is March 12th, St. Patrick's Day is the 17th, first day of spring, etc. What else? It also has the marble print. That is the first page. Second page is all of the goals for the month. Now I'm going to show you my weekly agenda portion. This came from, I got on Etsy from Marlene's Plan to Create, and it was one of the only places where I could find lined week on 2 pages. Most of the ones that I was looking at were unlined week on 2 pages or lined week on 1 page, and I need lines because otherwise I will just write all over the place and it won't be neat and pretty. So definitely the whole idea of having an agenda is to be organized and to be neat, and I wouldn't be able to do that without the lines. So but the one issue I did have with this was that every page is double-sided, whereas I like to split up my months and weeks and everything by month, just so they're easy to get through. And I like to be able to separate the months from each other as opposed to having them all together. So what I ended up doing was making a photocopy right here and used it up until this date right here, and that's what you see here. The lines were a bit faint, so I kind of had to draw them in. Now, I'm not really the type, I'm not really one of those people in the planner community that is willing to cut and hole punch and redesign and reorganize different pieces just so they fit into my planner. I really like to have them already done for me. There was one little thing that I did have to do in order to be able to use this, but that's something that I've already done, and I'm set for the year, so I'm not really minding right now. It says a week on 2 pages with the lines and the dates. The dates are all printed in. There you go. And the next page. And she also has her, I think that's her Instagram handle. It's Marlene's Plan to Create right there. And it's just really cute, really functional, really useful. And there's a little area up here to put notes. And these 3 sections back here I just use as my notebook, and I also have these all divided. So this is my my YouTube ideas, and this one is just random stuff. This is just random lists. I have my wish list in here somewhere, and I'm hiding that from myself because I should not be buying any more handbags. Yeah, like I said, all this is just notebook paper, but the notebook paper I think is really, really pretty. It's this really nice marble pattern. The paper has a great weight to it, and this here is just a little zip pouch. I have my business cards in it here. I had it in this pocket back here, but I didn't like the fact that it was sort of pushing it out. I know that this agenda is supposed to be used and eventually that's going to happen, but when I bought this from Fashionphile, it came to me pretty much brand new, and I want to keep it as new as possible for as long as possible. Okay. Now, the very back of it has a flap to put little papers into. Oh yes, and another thing about these dividers is that I thought about getting them like printed, either getting them printed or having them done custom. Instead, what I'm going to do is just what I did here, and this is just written on here. I just put a piece of tape over my laminated divider and just wrote YouTube videos on it. So that's what I'm going to do for the rest of my dividers, since I have titles and everything for them. Obviously, I'll have to find a silver Sharpie or something like that to put on the black ones, but that won't be an issue. So currently this retails at $605 at Louis Vuitton. I bought mine pre-loved from Fashionphile, and it came to me almost completely new. And for reference, this is my Speedy 30, and it takes up about this much space, about that much space. I'm going to be getting a purse organizer for my Speedy very soon, but this will fit in just about any medium-sized bag. So I hope you guys like my new setup. I'm really liking this backdrop, and also with my new lights that I have now, I can shoot at any time of day, so I'll be able to shoot a lot more. So please be sure to follow me on my Instagram. I will leave the name down here somewhere, and hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more videos. Also, thumbs up if you liked this. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!